So now we're going to show you ways to set up bands to use over the bar when you're bench pressing. We do this a couple different ways. So one way to really increase a lot of tension as you're benching is to take, we have mini bands from the Lead FTS, red bands. And if you're benching in a power rack, as we are, you can just take this and sort of loop it under the rack and put it over the bar. So I got both ends here. We're going to put it right inside the collar on the bar. Pretty simple, pretty easy. If you're not benching in a rack, or if you don't have this bottom cross member to use, you can just put a dumbbell on the floor. Same thing, we're going to loop this under. And over the bar. So you notice the dumbbell's going to move a little bit. If you're looping these over, you're going to probably need 75 or 80 pound dumbbells to keep those on the ground. Now, one issue you might run into is if you have dumbbells that are rounded and not edged, they might roll a little bit. You're just going to have to kind of play around with it and find something that doesn't move as you're benching. So with the band set up like this, they're going to add about 40 pounds of tension on your chest when you're benching, and about 85 pounds or so at the very top. And then obviously in between, it's going to be between 40 and 85. Now, to add a little less band tension, another way to set these up is you can just choke this red band under the dumbbell or under that cross member. So here, we're going to take it, we just loop one end over, and then we're going to pull it back under, and then go up to the bar. So again, right over the collar. Really the only mistakes you can make here is not having tension at the bottom of the lift. So you want to set the band up so you have at least a little bit of tension at the very bottom off your chest, and as you push up, the tension will increase. So I'm going to have Harry go ahead and demonstrate a couple reps just so you get an idea of how this looks. So as you see here, the bands aren't really tight at the bottom. We still have a little bit of tension though. As I mentioned, the mistake you don't want to have is having no tension. So you need at least a little bit of tension at the bottom. As he presses up, the bands stretch and the tension increases. And again, if you don't have a power rack or something at the bottom, you can just take that band, choke it over the dumbbell just like this. Same setup.